x5c, and I say that because it's that durable. It falls, and I've dropped it 100 times. Usually, I pick it up and fly it. This particular one, I have taken, I do no longer have the camera because I broke it. I crashed it so many times. Of course, I can just go buy one if I want to, but after you've flown this thing for just a few times, you can get pretty good with it. So, X5c on Amazon or eBay is a little bit quicker to get it off eBay. But if you want a nice, reasonable price toy, you might want to think about this X5c as being something you might want to get. Now, I don't recommend you taking this thing and flying it in a garage because it won't last long. And but for $60, you can't beat this toy. I definitely recommend flying outside. Once you get good enough with it, which I've had this thing for a month and only paid $60 for it, and I've gotten good enough where I can control it inside of the garage. For the most part, I still crash it every once in a while. One thing I will say, when you crash your plane, or when you think your plane is going to crash, what you want to do immediately is throttle down. Okay? Just throttle straight down so that the props, when it crashes, are not turning. Because if the props are turning, that's when you get your damage. And make sure that you leave your guards on. I've taken my rear guards off. Only because I've crashed it a few times and they don't want to stay on anymore. But if you want to have a good time for a reasonable price, you can't beat this little drone plane. I fly it every day, and I've had it for over a month. I bought it on eBay for $60, and the wind is blowing like crazy outside right now. And I was just flying it out there. It's not very easy, and if you do fly around, I'm flying around trees, so. But as you can see, it has considerable amount of life in the battery. Another thing I might want to mention is upgrade to the 650. And I'm not really doing much. I'm feathering the gas a little bit, up and down to keep it in a somewhat. If you could get the gas in one right spot, you could fly it around like that without it. Fun to fly. You might crash it now and again. You probably won't kill it. Just make sure that when you do crash it, you turn the power all the way down so the blades aren't turning. Tell me you can't have fun with something like this for $60 on eBay. I just love it. So this is my review on the SYMA X5c 2.4 gigahertz drone. It's probably your best spent money for learning with. Easy to fly, very controllable. And it's quick now. It will take off. It will take off. So right now I'm just feathering up and down on the throttle. I'm not doing a lot of turning like this because it makes it a little bit harder to control. Makes it a little harder to control. If you want to learn how to control this thing, it has two sticks. Throttle stick, forward, backwards, left, and right. You can use the throttle stick just to give it power and bring it up in the air. And then you can use this one for going left and right instead of this one here going turning the thing like this. So I suggest keeping the brown lights, which is the front of the plane, away from you in a straight direction, so that when you're flying, your controls for forward and backward are correct on the stick. Makes it a little bit harder to control while you're learning, anyways, let me see if I can do this. If you turn it so that it's facing me, now the control, the batteries are dead. When the batteries go dead, just shut it down. When it's facing me, I have to reverse my right, and forward is backwards and backwards is forwards. Once you learn that, that's the trick, man. You got a nice machine to fly. Hope you enjoyed my review.